Welcome back, my friends, to Season 2 of Ultimate Skyrim. This is Episode 11. Thank you for joining me here today. Last we left off, we were trying to decide between two courses of action. The first was to, let me pop up my map, make our way across the world. I hate how this stupid marker pops up every time. To see if we can gather a missing amulet for our good friend Carjo. He's not our good friend, but he's someone who we'd like to become friends with. And it would be a real cool adventure and a means to get out of this fucking town that we're in, Windhelm, this city. But the other option was to address what seems to be a serial killer in Windhelm's midst, and we were trying to decide what to do between those two options. Many of you guys left me comments, just offering your thoughts on what we should do. And the most persuasive, I thought a lot about it myself, the most persuasive argument I found was that if we've got a killer afoot who is killing young girls, how can we leave Windhelm when our girl Sophie is still here, sleeping in the streets like the unfortunate urchin that she is? Of course, it also resonates with our boy Rathan because his sister, who's not quite as young as Sophie or some of the girls being killed, I think, his sister recently died, and if she weren't dead already, you can imagine that she might have been a target for this depraved, sinister killer. So I think before we make our adventure west, we gotta try and solve this mystery, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the quest, excuse me, I gotta hop up on this bench. I believe that the quest has directed us to ask the steward for more information, the steward of the town, because this killer has been at large and wanted for some time now. So that's what we're gonna do. One more foray into the Palace of Kings. I almost said Amulet of Kings. Like my boy Joffrey in Oblivion. I've been missing Oblivion lately. Anyone else? Also, I apologize for my chipper tone. I'm about halfway through a Rockstar right now, so I'm very caffeinated. There we go. Oh.
What is? The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
Didn't we just hear this conversation the last time we were in here? That shouldn't be playing again. Anyway, hey Stenvar, what's up? There's too many people talking and I'm not reading the subtitles. There's our guy. Your leaf.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's been summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thuum be taught, like any skill?
Has the thing been... Oh, is it not him I'm supposed to talk to?
Travel safely.
I thought so. Let me double check on that really fast. Question the Oh, I gotta question the witnesses. Alright, sorry. That's a little bit of a meta knowledge that I'm pulling out there. I think that's who we go and see, because I've actually never completed this quest. I will say. I know some things about it, but I've never completed it, and I'm pretty excited to have our boy Rathan go through this experience. I think it's really well suited for his character development, and I think it's going to be a real fun time. Now, this grisly scene. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Always sad when someone has to die.
Yeah, no kidding. Do you see what happened here?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
What about you?
Another one. Terrible.
I think Silda's supposed to be a little bit older, which would not fit the killer's MO, from what I understand. But it doesn't mean she's safe, because not every killer only sticks to their type. Did you see what happened here, Silda?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
You can hear the trauma in her voice. Who else?
This is a shame.
Helgerd.
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Sure. Alright, I guess that's it. What's up, guy? Okay. I've spoken to the witnesses.
Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again.
How about that? There might be more to this if you'll let me help.
Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, Be my guest. I need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
All right. Now we talk to Yorleaf. Let's zoom our way back up. What a day to solve a crime. Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of true crime stuff with Liz because she is fascinated with true crime. Oh. I think I just noticed a visual glitch that I've seen some other people mentioning. I think it's related to ENB anti-aliasing. We'll worry about that later. God forbid we take ourselves out of character, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now this is the third time that we've been in here and I just heard frickin' Galmar and Ulfric start into the same conversation for a third time, so that's not correct. That must be a bug. We'll have to see about that.
Heard there were wolves on the road up north.
There are, Yorleaf. I've been mauled by them. So I've heard about these murders.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. When men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
Well, at the risk of making myself known to the townspeople in a way that might be a little too high profile, I think we're going to put ourselves out there. Alright, well, we are officially on official business, I guess you could say. Thankfully, these loading screens have been merciful. Could you imagine a version of this game where everything is just in the same cell? Maybe one day. I can imagine that happening. It's just memory, right? Memory, I guess, would be the scarce resource there. Stenvar, what do you think about all this? Alright, thank you for the input as usual, my friend. Stenvar is a real chatter, you know what I mean? I like to think that if you get a few drinks in him, maybe he opens up a little bit. But other than that, who are you?
I ain't asking for much. Just a few seconds.
Is that a... Who are you, actually? Oh, it's the courier.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bother you if you got nothing for me. I didn't know it was you. Ah, yes, my friend Courier. Strange birth name, that one. Alright, now. Shall we investigate the crime scene?
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Fair. Yorleaf has granted me permission to aid in the investigation.
Alright then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy. But if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Alright. She is probably... He said the Hall of the Dead, right? Which I believe is right here. My god. There's a lot of blood and in a very strange pattern, too. But I suppose we'll worry about that later. It's been a while since I've been in Windhelm's Hall of the Dead. I think this might be a weird spot for Wraithen to step into, to be honest. Maybe he's starting to get a little bit of adrenaline running through those veins the way that you do when you almost... For anyone who's ever experienced trauma and experienced the triggers that go along with it, when you are being faced with one, it's such a strange feeling, isn't it? Almost like this just sometimes subconscious feeling that something's just weird inside, like something building. If you're like me or like a lot of people, I think, I mean, without getting into traumas that people have experienced, sometimes you just almost don't even want to acknowledge it, and so I think that's what keeps it subconscious anyway. Where's our Miss Lady here? Looks like this is where she sleeps. Whose bedroll is this? Interesting architecture. It's pretty cool that it's essentially a Nordic... Oh, that's not the right button. I'll make myself throw up. Alright, Stenvar, you have a seat here. I like to think that he's just like, you go and, you know, handle your business. I'll be here. I'm like halfway wary for traps, you know? Here she is. Hey, Helgerd.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Have you noticed anything strange about the body?
Well, she's dead, But I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry. Was only joking with you.
Looks like we might have a... Is that a Talos worshiper? Is that a Shrine of Talos? I don't think so. Maybe Arcade would make sense because we're in the Hall of the Dead. So the body. It's alright. Have you found anything?
Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
Did you have anything to do with this? I don't think that that's... Well, I mean, we can press her, right? And see how she reacts, and that'll tell us something. Let me know if you find anything else. But that also kind of, you know, tips our hand like we might suspect her. Why don't we go for it? It's a little engaging.
I'm too busy tending to the dead to spend
Oh,
my time
excuse me.
with more of them. And I wouldn't very well tell you about the cuts if I had made them, now would I?
Maybe
Now,
yes,
I really
maybe no.
got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
Hi.
Helgert lets the Greyskin and Lizardmen entomb the dead here, but we should just cremate them, so they don't take up space reserved for the Nords.
Ugh. What an asshole. Ugh. Susanna the Wicked, huh? Yikes. Oh, CSI Windhelm. Ugh. Sorry, Miss Lady. Am I gonna get myself YouTube flagged for this? Alright, well. What did it say? Examine the crime scene, get assistance from your leaf. I still haven't... Let me search her body. Nothing. Well, we know that. And, I mean... Well... I don't know. Whoa, I keep hitting the wrong button there. My apologies. Let's go back to the crime scene and see what kind of evidence the killer may have left behind. Creepy in here, isn't it? An embalming pick. For those of you who have done this quest before... Well, I shouldn't say too much. It's tricky when I have made a knowledge about this quest, right? I'm trying not to spoil anything too readily. Ooh. Wowee. Alright, well. Let's take a look here. Excuse me. We've got a sarcophagus here that is suspiciously low resolution. That might be involved somehow. Or, how about this trail of blood, perhaps, could have something to do with it. Or this tree, which is mysteriously clipping with this other stone sarcophagus. This is all very suspicious. But for now, we'll ignore that and take these snowberries. Well, I say we follow the blood, right? That should be our first clue. Oh, I hear someone talking about the killing over there. Nilsine Shattershield. Still in mourning, I don't want to bother her. Just for the sake of completeness, we might take a quick look around the graveyard here. Right? Huh. What do you think, Stenvar? Yeah, I was thinking the same. Alright, well, the blood appears to be... Oh, yep, here we go. Very obvious trail. These patterns are strange, almost as if the killer was having to stop and place the body down? See anything?
One of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest.
Oof, yeah, that'll do a number on you, I'd say.
All right.
How are you still standing, guy? Didn't see anything, huh? More blood. Suspicious labor.
Good time.
All right. Well. Yeah, you check over there, Stenvar. I'll be over here looking for clues. The blood continues. A bit more. Oh. This place. Looks like a spooky house. Anyone home? No answer. Well, maybe we can lean on our friend Yorleaf for help. Excuse me? Nice place. Hey Stenvar, how you doing? Imagine Rathan looking at this stuff and getting just little glimpses through his memory at his own life back in Tanith, right? Because that district is kind of the aristocracy of Windhelm, you can tell. Nice houses. I mean, clearly bad things happen even to the aristocracy sometimes, but it's a lot closer to his personal experience than, say, the slums when he was walking around in the Grey Quarter. Also an interesting experience for him, I'm sure, seeing the... Oh my god, this conversation, why does it keep repeating? It's like, do I need to let it finish or something? I'll figure that out later, I don't really care at the moment. It's like Groundhog Day. How do I get into Hiram?
Frigga Shattershield's old place? It's been abandoned ever since she was killed. I think her mother, Tova, has the key.
Oh, I never put that together.
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Well, that actually works out well for us because we know Tova personally. We did some work for her, so maybe she'll give us the key. Since she knows us, right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, Rathan's parsing of the treatment of the Dark Elves here in Windhelm. I was going to say not necessarily by the Stormcloaks, but by the Jarl and by the people. We've seen a lot of anti-Dark Elf racism, and some of it has interestingly been performed right in front of us by people who clearly don't realize that we are half Dark Elf. I think that's a fair assumption. I think Shattershield House is back over this way. We just saw someone else from the Shattershield clan, Nilsine. It's funny how, I mean, it's not like I'm sure we're treated particularly well as a Redguard here in Windhelm, but we don't seem to be despised as much as the Dark Elves, which makes sense because the Dark Elves are the refugees. And the ones taking all of the... No answer, huh? Oh, Nilsine.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Yes. We've spoken briefly about this before. I wonder where Tova could be then. She could be drinking with her husband at the tavern. She could be over here at the market. Let's see. Is that her? Oh, this could be her based on her. Yes, her garb.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Oh, I have some questions about your daughter, Tova. I don't mean to pry.
She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me.
I'm sorry. I have authority in this matter. I need your cooperation. Not the best approach. Trying to find out who did this. I was hoping you'd help. Better. Do you want to find... Okay, well, clearly, this is the non-psychopath answers. That's one we're going with.
Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know?
I'd like to investigate her house, but I'll need the key.
Yerim? Well, I'm
not
sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
I mean, anything helps. Thank you, Tova. Oh, there's Torbjorn. Well, at least the two of them are out and about together. What time is it? 3:02. It wasn't too long ago that our man Torbjorn would be halfway through a barrel of whiskey, not whiskey, mead by this point. So maybe that's progress, or maybe we just caught him on a good day. Or maybe he's drunk right now, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, drunks need to shop too, you know? Yeah, it's unfair calling him a drunk. People who are drunk need to shop. In fact, people who are drunk especially need to shop, because they're likely hungry and all kinds of things. Now, let's see what Hiram has to offer us on our true crime investigation. We're practically Mindhunter at this point, you know? Which, if you guys have not seen that yet, Mindhunter on Netflix, strong recommend. I think I mentioned this in another episode, but if I haven't, it is incredibly well written, one of the best written shows I've ever seen, and it's a very interesting premise following the, oh my god, clearly something is afoot here. Some sort of supernatural wall. We'll table that for now, but oh wow, look at that. Creepy. That long shadow. I was just going to say that Mindhunter follows, among other things, the genesis of the FBI's criminal profiling subdivision, I guess you could say. Excuse me, I'm burping. These haven't been used for ages. Nothing but skeever droppings and cobwebs inside. We're gonna ignore that terrifying wall. See anything, Stenvar? We got a big trail of blood. What looks like pieces of wood? Nothing in this barrel, it doesn't seem. But this chest. Beware the Butcher. Journal Butchers Part 1. How was this missed? Investigate chest. From the marks on the floor, looks like this box was pushed against the wall recently. Is that so? Maybe this wasn't there before. Maybe this is a trophy that was left behind. This is a strange arrangement of stuff, is it not? Mead. From the dust, these look left over from when the previous occupant moved out. Well, why don't we check these journals that we just picked up? Beware the Butcher. The killer who haunts the streets of Windhelm. These calamitous times bring out the worst in people. Don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano if you spot any suspicious behavior. Maybe our investigation will pay her a visit as well. How about the Butcher's Journal? The plans are coming together swimmingly. I've found good sources of bone, flesh, and blood, but thus far a good sampling of sinew and marrow have escaped me. No matter. The city is swollen with contemptuous fools who will be missed by nobody. Last night I was almost able to corner Susanna as she left Candlehearth. Idiot guard showed up at just the wrong moment, and I had to turn about, just for a stroll, and so forth. There will be other chances, but the time is drawing near. I think back to my time in Winterhold. All the wasted minds up in their towers. They only explore the magic they already know. I'm discovering new magic here, something deeper than the cantripped shenanigans of fire and light. This flesh magic is older than us, perhaps older than the world itself. I am tugging at the corners of the fabric of the universe, and where it bunches and folds is where I shall create my greatest triumph. One more attempt at the Candlehearth girl. She's proving to be a bit too cautious, but those strong joints of hers should contain the most exquisite tendons. Worth the effort. Tonight. Well, assuming that this journal is to be believed, also, ew. And assuming that this is not a red herring, we now know that there's a practical element to this killer's killing. This is not so much a passion-driven serial killing. This is strange. It's difficult to tell if this is some sort of weird graphical glitch or if it's something legitimate. Oh, I think we have our answer here. Open the wardrobe. Investigate. This wardrobe seems to be nailed to the wall for some reason. Open. False back panel. Oh, God. Well, I'm sure the rest of this warrants investigation as well, but my God. Oh, we got another supernatural wall here. I think those are conflicts with Hiram, TNF. I'll have to iron those out at some point. What the fuck? Well, this is pretty grisly. Because this is a lot more... These are a lot more bones than I think we have Ugh, this is a spine. Gross. And food right next to it, too. Wonderful. Oh, another journal over there I can see. Do I have a torch? I don't, but I do have my fire magic. So I can put this... Oops, excuse me. I'm going to put away my... There we go. I don't know if there's... Oh, we got some linen wraps, steel shears. Clearly the tools of our killer. Don't want to mess with any evidence here. This altar is built to some unknown magic. Excuse me. Looks like someone is using body parts towards some gruesome end. Journal Butchers Part 2. 17 tendons and assorted ligaments, 173 fragments of bone for assemblage, approximately 4 bucketfuls of blood, Nord preferred, 6 spoons of marrow, no more than 2 from a thigh, 12 yards of flesh before cutting. Star scrying to the edge of the ice mind, look to the lights where the souls dance. Revealing the time when a spark will revive, when the rotted unites under most skillful hands. Translation from Aldmer text as interpreted by the Iliads and first transcribed by Altmer. Provenance and authority unknown. Soon. Well, we gotta take that as evidence. Oh. Sorry, Stenvar. You startled me. Anything else to investigate in this room? Anything behind? Does not... Oh my god. This altar has some sort of slight transparency to it. Look at all these skulls. Ugh. Alright, well, here we go. Here's some slight light. Anything in this wardrobe? Nothing all that great. Beware the butcher. Lots of these. The shelf is filled with more of those butcher flyers from around the city. One pile looks misshapen. What does that mean? Strange amulet. Follow up on the clues from Hiram. Huh. Well, investigate wardrobe. This perfectly good wardrobe was left behind for some reason. Nothing inside it seems all that sinister, but you never know. Am I crouched? I am. Upstairs we go. We have to be thorough. What a nice place, though, otherwise, you know? How's this barrel? I think we've got 2 barrels there. Got a chair. What about here? Beds and chairs. The chairs stacked on the bed in an odd fashion. Well, clearly the killer frequents this place, because there's a weird altar set up in that room. Now, I think the safe assumption is that we have to move quickly because we don't know if we've been followed. And I think as investigators, now we're going to do our best to Oh, where's the... There we go. Make it look as though we haven't been here, but the killer's gonna know at some point, may already know that we are on his trail, and the fact that we stole that amulet, which looked important, is gonna be the smoking gun. So now the pressure is really on. We are on the clock, so to speak. Oh my god, are we 30 minutes in already? Jeez. Time flies. Excuse my... Hopefully the wet mouth sounds don't come across on the microphone too badly. I'm still drinking that Rockstar. I was going to say, time flies when you are having fun investigating a grisly murder. Now the question is, who do we bring this to? We can bring it to Yorleaf, which makes the most sense. Also, I'm a little wary of this guy who's been hanging out.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone
I have,
else?
Nelsine. I'll chalk your continuous asking of that question up to grief. Now, someone who I actually do trust, maybe I shouldn't, is Miss Lady down here in the Hall of the Dead. So I'm just going to see if she has any additional insight to offer before I head to Yorleaf. Because, I mean, I don't really know anyone in this town. By I mean Wraithen. He doesn't know anyone. He doesn't know who he can trust or not. I think the Shattershield clan seems trustworthy just because their grief seems legitimate. But you never know. Can't trust anyone. You know? Alright, make sure she's not up here. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go, Stenvar. I like Stenvar because he's a quiet source of comfort, right? There's that asshole lady.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Nothing more to say to me, huh? Alright, well, I guess we're headed to Yorleaf. Back out we go. This was a fool's errand coming down here. I feel like we're drawing close. This killer better get ready to be found out. Maybe we should investigate that amulet as well in our inventory. You never know what it might turn up. Right? Strange amulet. Looks pretty standard if you are into weird goth jewelry from Hot Topic. Faux goth, neo-goth. Let's bring this to the authorities, shall we? You never know who's watching us. Courier, what are you doing just standing there? The Palace of Kings. Wraithen had heard about it in his school books, but it's a whole other thing entirely to see it, you know? I believe he knows that this is the oldest city in Skyrim. I think it was the original capital. Or Wraithen thinks that anyway. He and I are aligned in not actually knowing whether or not that's true. I always like this song. Yeah. Balgrove won't give you a straight answer. Yorleaf.
How goes the investigation?
Can you tell me anything about the butcher? This butcher.
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
Alright, so it looks like... Do you know what this amulet is?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets.
Sure.
Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
Awesome. So I guess Calixto and also the...
It's dangerous out there.
Sure, thank you, Yorleaf. The... What was the name? Viola Giordano. I believe she frequents the... I know she has a nice house back in the big old district, right? We passed by there, but I think I've seen her a bunch at the tavern, Candlehearth Hall. So we might as well check Candlehearth Hall first, because it's on the way, and then after that we can check out her house, and then also Calixto's place, which is down the street. Sun's going down. Looks like we got another beautiful sunset. Olaf One-Eye, huh? Subdue the foul dragon Numinex. How about that? Wow, this guy was intense. That's quite the pedigree. Alright, Candlehearth Hall, here we come. Captain Lonelygale, where are you going? You got business at the palace? Here we go. Pardon me while I partake in the rest of my Rockstar. When I said I was halfway through at the beginning of the episode, I think that was hyperbolic. I was more like 75% of the way through. For those of you who I'm sure were dying to know. Come on. Here we go.
Come on in. We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Who's this guy? Hello.
I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading.
Looks like that. Oh, that. Look how beautiful that looks.
In the pages of a good book.
Might be a little bit in your way. We've got a patron here. Have you guys seen Viola Giordano? Is this her? No, it's Tova. Well, back at the tavern, I see. No judgment here by any means.
Need something?
No, I'm good, thank you. Here's Torbjorn. I like that they're together. You need to be together in a time of grief like that. Helps a lot.
Do you know if there's any truth to these rumors of
Oh, Calixto's here. Perfect. Hello? Rolf Stonefist?
You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash.
Oh, that might be fighting words, you know what I mean?
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types?
No, I'm not. Outsiders like me have no place here. I think all folk should be welcome here.
And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers.
Oh, how about that? Ulfric doesn't care about outsiders? Yeah, I haven't heard that said directly, but that is something I would like to ask him.
Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land.
That's too bad. I think I got enough on my plate right now.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that Dark Elf called you a war hero.
I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides.
This guy's super cool.
Where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war.
Well, I would ask him more. That guy's super cool. We're gonna have to come and talk to him some more. Excuse me, gambler. Rolf Stonefist, fucking asshole. Where was Calixto? Shit, did I miss him already? Oh man, I shouldn't have wasted my time. He was talking to Elda. No, here he is.
If you've got some time, stop by my House of Curiosities. I promise you'll see wonders.
How about that? Do you know anything about this amulet?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage.
Oh.
I would be interested in acquiring it, if you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold.
Shouldn't the court mage have it? I think I'll hold on to it for the time being. I mean, it's part of an active investigation. God knows I can always use 500 gold later, but let me clear it and then we'll come back to him with that.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though. Good luck finding anyone else who will appraise it that highly.
All right.
A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
All right, so now we have another lead between the court wizard. God, how many times are we going to run back and forth to the Palace of Kings in a day, you know? Wait, is that the door? Where's the door? Here's the door. And we also got to talk to What's-Her-Face. What a mystery we have on our hands. I'm stoked. I hope you guys are stoked too. It's action of sorts. I hope that you guys weren't hoping for a violent episode because, well, it's kind of violent too. It's just we're not the ones doing the violence, right? I wonder how Stenvar feels about it. We'll have to make sure we ask him in a moment. Stenvar, how do you feel about all this? Oh, it's an interesting take. All right, well, why don't we go ahead and try and talk to Miss Lady. What is her name? Viola Giordano. I didn't see her in there. And her house is over yonder. So we'll check there first, and then we will head back to the Palace of Kings. Actually, how much time do we have? 6? Okay, we're going to the Palace of Kings first. Because they have kind of visiting hours, and she is more likely to just answer if she's around or she's home. Might have to knock on the door, but that's okay. Back again. I wonder what Galmar and Ulfric will be talking about. Perhaps something related to the war. Oh, Balgrove won't give him a straight answer. Alright. Windhelm Barracks. That's not quite what we're looking for. Ah, here's who we're looking for. I think? No, he's the priest.
I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
Sure. No problem, man. I totally get you.
He knows that. They all know that.
We are looking for... Oh, this is the... Hello. Hi.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
Alright. So, Chipper.
Come, I haven't got all day.
Oh, well, I'm in the wrong spot. I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt your Palace of Kings cellar. That might be where we're looking for, but I can't remember. I'm looking for the court wizard. Maybe we'll just ask what's-his-face really fast. Stenvar. Sorry, Stenvar, I did not mean to bump you.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling.
No, I'm good there. Who's this guy?
Away from me, Guard.
It's dangerous out there.
Crawl back to your desert.
Alright, dick. Who dis?
Don't bother me, Red Guard. I will summon you if I need a servant.
Jeez, people here are fucking assholes.
We know the price of freedom.
Oh, Stenvar just walking in. Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt. Just looking for the court wizard. Over here, perhaps? Nope, Palace of the Kings upstairs. Sorry, see you later. Stenvar, let's get out of here, dude. Come on. Whew. Stressful. Don't mean to overstay my welcome or anything, you know? See, Palace of Kings upstairs. I don't remember where he is. I don't want to, like, go around looking for him. Fine. It's just loading screens, you know what I mean? I'm having a fun time, and I don't really have anything to do today, like any super time-pressing obligations, so maybe I'll let this one run long, just so we can kind of progress further. Because I'm intrigued by what's happening, you know? "43 minutes already. 44, more like. Where is the court wizard? Hello?
Trouble?
No.
All right, then.
Looks like we've got the barracks here. Makes sense. This is a pretty nice place, actually. I'm assuming this is where the prison is as well. At least the upper prison. Maybe that's an incorrect assumption. It's dark in here. Oh. Yeah, that's got to be the prison down there. Well, I don't think that the court wizard would be in such a place, but why don't we just make sure? Ah. Oh, this is like a vault almost. Ugh. Torture chamber. What are they waving at? Just toss something in there, maybe? It's very dark. Oh, it doesn't look like they're here. Oops. Why do I keep hitting that button? Up we go. Really need a torch to navigate this place. Also, you guys should have a torch at the stairwell, you know? That's where you really need it. God forbid someone trip on a regular hallway versus stairs. Excuse me. Alright, well, that was a solid 2 minutes wasted. I mean, hey, not really. Maybe we should look at it more optimistically. We got to see the barracks, got to see what that looked like. That was pretty cool. Nice to see where Windhelm's prisoners spend their time. Now, a cellar, on the other hand, that seems like a nice secluded spot for a mage. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe upstairs. I don't know what upstairs is like. I'm assuming that's like the Jarl's quarters and so on. Maybe a safe assumption that they'd be there. Let's see. Because, you know, a court mage, court wizard, they are maybe highly respected is not necessarily the right term, especially here in Windhelm. But they hold like a high position, I guess you could say. Let's see. Hello. Ooh. Oh, that looks like... What is that? An enchanting table. I think we're on the right track. Hello. Ah-ha-ha. Hello.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
Ah. Does Ulfric have... Oh, you're kidding me. Does Ulfric have much need for magic?
No, but then I don't have much need for Ulfric.
Huh.
We both leave well enough alone.
What kind of magic do you study?
Whatever I don't already know. Power is the crux of this world. There's always more of it to be had, if you look in the right places.
Oh, this guy is creepy, but kind of cool. Oh, I want to train in destruction magic.
Mind what or who you practice this on.
Shit, that's a bit expensive for me right now. I don't think that the changes that I made to...
Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power.
Ugh, I can't believe... Well, I thought he would have something to say about it, but I guess not. So more of our time wasted, but... Geez, what does our quest say to do? Follow up on the clues, get assistance from Yorleaf. I guess since we're here, we can ask him about it, but Viola... I thought he would have something to say for sure. Like, am I crazy? It's what Calixto said, like, directly. I don't know. He had more dialogue options relating to it, too, so maybe we can talk with him if Viola Giordano doesn't give us anything. Or maybe Yorleaf will. I don't know. We'll talk to him really fast before we go, and then it's Viola Giordano's house, and then we'll see if we can find Calixto again.
And let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers along.
Ugh.
We know the price of freedom.
Yo.
Another quiet day.
Nothing.
Travel safe. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, no kidding. Women are dying left and right. Excuse me? Okay. Oh. Silt Sunrise. It's probably my favorite song from Morrowind. Or maybe, I don't know. There's that one, and then there's... I mean, the main theme is amazing. But, ooh. Beautiful. I was gonna say also, what is the other one? Shed Your Travails I really like, but I always get it confused with this other one that I'm trying to remember. Which is... something over the hill, over the next hill? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Ooh. Yeah, here we go. No answer. Come on! We are just getting stonewalled. Well, we can always try again later. Oh, is this her? Nope, that's Tova again.
Out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
I'm sorry, Tova. Hello? Man, before we're done here, we're gonna know just about everyone in Windhelm. Maybe Viola Giordano's back at Candlehearth Hall. Well, I'm gonna talk to her, or maybe Calixto's still here. I feel like we're grasping at straws here. I'm a little disappointed that what's his face? The court wizard had nothing to say about it. Maybe Calixto's information was wrong. I would, out of character, I would hate if it's one of those things where, like, I didn't ask the right question or something to Calixto, and that's why he didn't have any dialogue, the court wizard. Like, that kind of stuff is infuriating to me. Hey, Calixto. Hey, guy. Still here? Oh, okay, well, at least we got her.
Look out. The butcher could be around any corner.
Right? What can you tell me about the butcher?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
Why can't the guards help? Oh, I found this journal in the killer's lair.
Huh? What's it say?
It sounds like a necromancer has been experimenting.
Woundfirth.
You gotta be kidding me.
About him for years.
Well, maybe it makes sense why he wouldn't say anything, is that he's the killer.
But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly.
I didn't even consider that.
This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
Seriously? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a save. I'm not going through all those load screens again. I'm doing this. Here we go. COC, Windhelm, Palace of Kings. Maybe upstairs even? No, I don't want upstairs. I want... Is it the Palace of Kings? Fucking... Am I spelling it right? I thought that would be it. I bet you I'm like one word off or something like that. Alright, here we go. I just walk on back. Good thing we're letting this episode run long. Man, it makes you wonder how much time we collectively spend in load screens in our lives. Small leaks sink ships, as they say. Well, at least we got this beautiful sunset. It's the little things, you know? Ooh. And we're still in office hours, so to speak. I swear to God, if I have to, like, go back up and talk to Woundfirth. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a good day. Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. Smash that like button and click that bell. Oh man, weird. It's like Balgruf won't give them a straight answer.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthor. Mages in a burial crypt?
I believe the killer is Woundfirth the Unliving. I mean, that's a little heavy.
That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof?
We have evidence of necromancy and found his amulet.
I don't want to believe it. Woundfirth has been a trusted friend to Ulfric for many years. It pains me to see that the Whispers had truth to them. Woundfirth shall be apprehended. I thank you for your diligence in getting to the bottom.
Well, I'm not saying he's...
The streets of Windhelm are now safe.
Wait a second. What? Well, I don't... Okay. Let's see. Is he gonna give me any sort of fucking... What's it called? I'll have to bring him to justice. Where's he going?
You're coming with me. We're finally going to arrest the butcher. Yes, sir.
We can take the city without bloodshed over the better.
I mean, that's not evidence that it's his. That's just Viola Giordano saying that it must be him, and then fucking Calixto saying that only a court wizard would have use for this. That's not damning evidence. Alright, so welcome back everyone. There was a cut right before I started speaking, as you saw. So I was very dissatisfied with the, you know, how it played out just a moment ago. It felt really weird, and I only selected those dialogue options because I thought that I needed to, like the quest was kind of like railroading me or whatever, and so I actually went and looked it up online, assuming that there were other ways for this quest to play out, and that is exactly the case. So apparently, if you speak to Woundfirth the Unliving first before speaking to Yorleaf, then you have some additional options for the quest, which is, if you recall, not just a moment ago, I said I found it would be very annoying if we just hadn't triggered the right dialogue options with whoever before, you know, being able to open up his dialogue. So I'm a little peeved at that, but I thought, I actually like recorded me playing out how the quest ends if you go and speak to Yorleaf, and it was just really weird and dissatisfying. And just odd, right? Because who would ever accept what we just presented as like evidence that a person's like a murderer? It's just very strange. And the idea that that's even like an option to do things that way is just odd. I don't know. I'll reserve my other comments that I could have for that quest design, but we're going to talk to Woundfirth now, and then that's going to be how we proceed, and we're probably close to about an hour here, so I'm going to see what he says, and then we'll probably conclude the episode beyond that. And look, and this dialogue option is like strange too, that like this is apparently what we need to choose in order to progress the quest in the other direction. Anyway, let's just suspend our disbelief, I suppose.
I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold, in good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years.
Oops. I found your journal and amulet where the butcher worked. That's like, how can you even say it's his journal? It's so weird, this dialogue.
My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this...
Oh, I'm getting hungry. Wraithen's getting hungry. 8-sided jade ringed with ebony, a worn carving. I still have it.
I know it well. Or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull.
Yeah, that's like the most... I didn't even say it was a skull on it. Oh, God.
You were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this.
Ah. So what can we do now? I guess Calixto was wrong.
Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us.
Fair. What can we do now?
I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From Elordis of Last Seed until Amidus of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon.
Oh, man.
In the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
The Stone Quarter. Tomorrow night, not tonight? Well, I suppose we'll figure that out as we go, but that was the way that the quest was supposed to progress, and I guess we're supposed to go to him first and have that little dialogue. So, I mean, I don't know if there's like cut content there or something, or like, it's hard for me to believe that that was the way that they intended for players to like kind of play this out, but whatevs, I suppose. We'll just kind of chalk it up and then keep going. So with that, I will actually end the episode. In the next episode, we are going to bring this killer to justice, hopefully, and, you know, get to the bottom of the mystery. Thank you guys for joining me and for bearing with me. I know some of you who have already played this quest, I'm sure at certain points were tearing your hair out in frustration about the direction we were going, but hopefully the direction we've ended this episode on will be to your liking, and we'll take care of all that stuff in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.